Hey everyone, welcome to one more aarnâ Live. It's good to be back. Today we'll be talking about a very exciting thing that we are releasing here. How are you doing, Shri? And we have Pratik as well here, but how are you doing, Shri?
I-
Hey, Victor, I'm good. Good morning to everyone out here in the east, and good evening to everyone in the west.
Awesome, awesome. And we have also Pratik here from aarnâ team. Pratik, if you can introduce yourself, would be awesome.
Hey guys, so I'm the intern here at Arna. You guys might have seen me on Twitter already. So yeah, good to meet you guys. First time being on the page directly.
Awesome. Welcome, Pratik. And today is a very special day because we have a new mobile app launch, and we're very excited. And first of all, just what people should expect, Shri, from this mobile app? What is the focus here?
Okay, so I think it's important to kind of take a step back and look at the whole thesis behind Arna protocol. So Arna, as you know, is designed to be on-chain asset management, and the whole idea, objective, mission for Arna is to make everybody's investing participation life cycle in crypto and DeFi much more simpler, much more well informed, and risk managed through structured products, through crypto structured products. So, one is obviously the structuring of these products, the other is accessing these products in a simple way. So, the UX is a very important dimension of how users interact with crypto and DeFi, especially, and how they access that. So, as we built Arna protocol, one of the major steps or decisions we took was to make Arna mobile first. So we access almost everything that we do, on our mobiles. You know, even when you look at sort of interacting with fintech apps, for example, or your banking apps or any trading apps. Most people would use mobile apps, and of course, when you're doing something deeper, you would use your computers. So mobile is an important part of how we access, interact with financial assets, with digital assets, with technology, and we took that decision that Arna has to be mobile first and provide mobile first access to DeFi, and with the whole objective that we will build the best mobile app in DeFi. So that's what we set out to do, and we released our V1, I think almost six months back or so, and that V1 app was really appreciated by users, and in fact, many of our users who tried Arna the first time would be mobile. You will use it from the mobile app itself. And as we kind of iterated over time, and even Arna protocol itself evolved, and we have now three specific ATVs or Arna tokenized vaults currently in three specific areas. Though we felt that it was really time to do a major upgrade for the mobile app, and that's what our devs had been working on over the last 2 months, and we just released it just in time to catch iPhone 17 release as well, as you know. And if you, I think the Arna mobile app on the screen of the orange iPhone Pro 17 is going to be the best fucking looking mobile app.
Yeah, that's that what my I thought about when I saw it and at the first place. The UX is amazing, the design is beautiful, and it really matches the new iPhone. Uh, and three, first time that I talked with you about like why mobile first. Um, I had a question between like I know that the main thesis behind Arna is TradFi coming to DeFi and DeFi being more structured and more and simple way, easy way. The same way like we experience fintechs, for example. Um, and how do you see this like coming in fruition with the mobile app? Do you see this a step forward, or do you see this is like essential for Arna mission?
So I didn't get the last part of it. The
Do you think that the mobile app is like essential or core to the Arna mission to make DeFi simpler and easy to and structured in a way?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's core. It's core part of the overall architecture of Arna protocol. If you look at, like I said, UX. We all talk about it, and we don't pay enough attention to it. We all get immersed in the intricacies, the tech of DeFi tokenization, on chain, and we always talk about UX, and then but we finally don't pay too much attention to it. If you see, Vitalik has I think tweeted yesterday. In fact, someone else from the Ethereum Foundation tweeted around, I can't remember who, around account abstraction, and how it could have been. It was much simpler than they thought. Okay. And Vitalik also wrote about A, and how the next wave of AI will also look at aspects like MEV protection, price slippage. So all of these, a lot of these are very user focused in terms of fixing problems that users face while dealing with crypto. Okay, especially DeFi, which is much more complex. And the point is that unless we put UX right on top, in parallel with the importance that we give to tech, for example, on Arna, we've got tokenization, we've got the AI deep learning framework, and the DApp, UX focused app. So those three are the three important vectors. So right from early on, it was important part of the architecture and equally important, because we felt that we can do all of this stuff to abstract the complexity of DeFi, put a full degen loop into a vault, and so it's like a one-click structured product. But if we still do not, abstract it, and or rather provide simplified access through an app, and especially mobile first apps, so people can on the go have access to DeFi at any point in time, and structured products, then it makes it much more simpler and direct. So it's very core and important. And if you can, on this, where I was just going to ask our intern a question, and he just disappeared.
He will come back.
Uh,
He will come back.
and I mean, come back. Okay. All right. So yeah, so it's very very core to it.
Yeah, and every time that I come back to the moment that I discovered DeFi in the DeFi summer, I remember joining like Curve or something like that, and it was very hard to be honest to understand because it was like feeling like Windows 98 or something like that, and I even had issues like doing stuff because the UX was very unfriendly and unfamiliar at the time. So I think we are changing for good here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, our intern is back, and I was
Sorry
just
about
about
that.
to ask him. Is usually disappears when there is some work to be done, like most interns. But yeah, he's been sort of talking to a lot of users and getting feedback on the new Arna mobile app. So, Pratik, do you have anything to share from the feedback that you got?
Absolutely. Part of the redesigns from what our old UX flow used to be is that sometimes people would say that, okay, while everything is there, maybe it's too much information for us in one go. The easiest litmus check for this was showing this to someone who has no idea about DeFi, because it's the same as showing someone about
Mhm.
showing a banking app. So I showed my mother. who doesn't know the first thing about crypto. I was like, use this. What makes sense to you? What do these words mean to you? And initially, she was struggling. Honestly, I gave her a bit quick rundown, and then showed her the updated app like 3 days later. And while with the new information that she had, everything was much more accessible, because if you look at the new flow we have right now, the new designs we have right now, it keeps everything much more simplified. You have the important information up front, and then you have everything gradually appearing to you. Not everything is being thrown to you in the first go, which I think is the main change that we have, and it's the main form of UX that I think will be the way to go forward. I think this is one of the best steps we've made in a long
And
time.
what about all the sort of I know the note you had submitted after talking to sort of around almost
Yeah,
20 exist of crypto DeFi native users.
I was getting to
What
that.
was their feedback?
Yeah, I was getting to that. So on that note, before, what used to happen, like let's say looking at transactions, looking at what vaults are doing well, all of that information was sort of hidden after and under one layer. So now with the guys who know what they're doing, who know what they're looking for, all of the information that they need, what vaults are doing well, what vaults are composable where, all of that is now directly under available under the vault section, which was not there, which was there before, yes, but it was not as easily accessible. So you needed to know what you're looking for. But right now, it looks at you straight in the eye because it's right there. You have all of the options available to you. And I think from the people that who use DeFi more regularly, like people mostly use web dApps because mobile dApps aren't a thing. There's very few of them, and we're one of the first. So yeah, we're getting that usability in there. We're getting that visibility in terms of where everything needs to be placed so that people can easily access it. We want to have a similar, like, we want to be like Robinhood, where everything is easily accessible. People understand what they're doing in one go instead of being confused. And I think we've done a great job. And that is also the inputs I've basically gotten from all of the more power DeFi users, basically.
Awesome. So we are talking about a product that serves both parts of the spectrum, right? So from
Absolutely.
one end, people that never experienced DeFi before, people that have some familiarity with fintech apps, but never with DeFi, and also DGen, people that are very DeFi native. They can have good experience, understand everything in the flow, and be familiar as well from their previous experiences with DeFi protocols as well. So we're
Absolutely.
serving both parts of the spectrum, as Sri mentioned, full stack. So, like, good job on that one. Um, Sri, can introduce us the app itself. Do you want to do the walkthrough?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Before that, I actually also want to kind of give a perspective of how the design architecture of the
Mhm.
app is. So it's on React Native, which provides a single code base for iOS and Android, and ensuring a consistent UX. For example, all the major crypto apps take the MetaMask or Coinbase. They're all built on React Native. So it's from a tech stack perspective. It's really designed to be fully consistent, and we have seamless connections to both hot wallets through and we have Web3 and Rion as interfaces, and through that any user can connect to their existing wallets, hot wallets or even cold wallets, to the aarnâ app on mobile, and directly transact, providing authorizing, approving transactions from their wallets directly. Okay. So that's how it's kind of engineered, and that's the this was also there in our kind of the first V1, but there were certain it was a bit clunky, and over time also we've seen Web3 auth integrations have become fully smooth and seamless now. So triggering a MetaMask or any other wallet and getting connected to the Arnott app on mobile and approving transactions from your wallet becomes completely seamless and easy. So that's how this has sort of the whole design is. So maybe I'll share my screen now and show how this app is. Okay, give me a second.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Okay, here we are, and maybe I can try logging out and seeing from here.
So you can create your own wallet, but as well you can connect existing wallet, right? So you don't need to transfer funds.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
So, one you can actually, if you're new to DeFi, and by the way, new to DeFi are not just folks who are not in crypto. We
Mhm.
know that more than 90% of crypto users, exchange users are not
Mhm.
on DeFi,
Their
right?
own
So, in
centralized
fact, sorry.
their own centralized exchanges.
Yes, they're on exchanges, and most of them are not even on DeFi because it's sort of they find it complex. And in fact, Coinbase, if you see, one of their major objectives right now is to bring a billion users on chain. Exchange users, getting them on chain, and Arnod app is actually designed exactly for that. So it's not just about what we users who are completely new to crypto, but it's also about crypto users who can get on chain much more easier, seamless, and in a risk managed environment as well. Okay, so here's the sort of app, and if one is new and doesn't have a wallet, then you can sort of create a wallet directly with we have a you can create a social login account abstracted wallet, which is where the Web3 auth integration comes in, or we obviously you can kind of go and connect your own wallet. So let me just check. I'm just switching between my mobile and this computer screen, so just bear with that.
Mhm. And while we're changing, Shri, one thing that I noticed is that we are making. You mentioned Coinbase, for example, that is onboarding 1 billion people to on chain. That's the goal. That's the objective. Um, and I remember that we talked. I was part of the Bankless community in the past, Bankless DAO, and we talked about 100 million people at the time. So,
Hmm.
and we really think that we thought at the time that we should teach, like educate 100 million people. And the way that we're doing right now, DeFi, the way that Arna is doing as well, we don't need to educate 100 million people. We just need to create a good app, a good platform for them, for 1 billion or more people to come. We don't need to educate them. That's a game
Yes.
changing
Yeah.
idea,
No,
I'd say.
no, exactly. A lot of people have been saying that real adoption will happen when people users do not realize there is a blockchain behind it, that everything is happening on chain. So
Yeah.
and the best way to do it is actually via mobile app. Okay, and so I think DeFi going mobile is a structural part. It's not just a skin or a feature. It's an important part of DeFi access and adoption. Okay, so here we are, and let's trigger that. So you can connect any form of wallets, or even if you go to all wallets, You have see all options, including for institutions to use safe multisig as well
Mhm.
directly from the mobile. So all of these options are there. Okay, let's
Sri,
try with.
one
Hmm.
question about this, the institutions. How do you see the institutions going and coming to Arna? Are we aiming for them? And what you were part of the TradFi world before, so you know how they think. What How do you see them coming to DeFi?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So currently, most of the institutional participation in crypto digital assets is through centralized structures, funds, crypto asset management firms. Some of them, very excellent firms as well. Like, I mean, I had, for example, CIO of Bitwise Asset Management, Matt Hogan, on my Alpha Nash podcast earlier, and it was phenomenal the way they're running the largest index fund, but it's complete index crypto index fund. It's completely what off chain in that sense. So most crypto institutions are participating, or TradFi are participating in crypto through those structures. But going ahead, I mean, obviously the native structure is on chain. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and DeFi will be the one of the core ways how institutions and will participate in crypto as well. But DeFi needs to become more structured, more secure, and more accessible in a closed ecosystem as far as the access front end is concerned. So I think that's how why for institutions also uh, participation in DeFi will come through two things. One is through structured products, which is what ATVs, Arana tokenized vaults, are designed to be. For example, they are yield structured products, alpha quant structured products, which use our deep learning framework to access alpha, or on-chain indices as well. So there are multiple products for institutions to participate in, completely on-chain. There is no self-custody design. There is no counterparty risk, fully liquid, go in and out, permissionless design. So all of those core crypto design elements are in place. So that's one part of it. The other is like having real time access to information. So institutions might sort of participate via terminals. However, you always want to be able to kind of check your positions, check your ATV deployed positions, or if there is some switch that you need to make from one vault to the other. Everything kind of your mobile app also enables. So I think that's where, as far as institutions are concerned, it becomes a great support tool for deploying capital into multiple ATV structured products.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So let's go there. And of course, when I will come to LPs as well. LPs who are very familiar with the DeFi world and provide liquidity on multiple yield structured platforms, and why Arna could be the Arna DApp could itself be an important part of how they access yield, not just for ATV structured products of Arna, but also looking at other platforms across. Because the way we've designed, and I'll come to that, and maybe that'll be helpful. Let's connect and get going first. All right. So this is where the switching screens becomes a challenge.
And if you anyone have comments or questions, they can leave it in the chat. I see there is a lot of people. Great news, GM. That's great. Awesome that we have people in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free. This is, um, of course, a live stream, but also an AMA. So ask about new things that you'll see in the app as well.
Okay, so I can see it on my. I'm having to switch between these two screens. That's why this sort of issue. So
Mhm,
now, so it's now triggered on my MetaMask. So you connect on that. Okay.
mhm,
Sign, confirm the sign. So again, everything is very clear, crystal clear. So users can see that they are signing to join the Aarnâ engine. So it's Ledger has been talking a lot about blind signing, for example. So
mhm,
here, users should always see check. There are multiple vectors where users are being compromised, security is being compromised, right? So you should always check what they're signing, and it's very clearly defined here that users can are now connecting their wallet to the Aarna engine. So check that and sign, confirm. All right, so here we are on the main screen of the Aarna DApp now, and yes, on-chain is still a little slow at times, and all the data is being fetched from on-chain. And here we are. So here's the main screen. All the different positions, the main vaults of Aarna can be seen over here, which is ATV USDC on Ethereum, which is our main product, or ATV 111 on Sonic, ATV 808 on Ethereum as well, 802. Those are the quant products. So we have quant structured products and yield structured products. So here's the main screen, which shows you your entire position. So if you're a existing user, it will show you your full position over here. Let's take one of these structured products. Let's take ATV 808, for example. And it's our asymmetric alpha vault, which the AI deep learning framework selects tokens, and those are there's a sort of algo and logic basis which they select, and those are kind of rebalanced over a longer period of time. And you can just check out the sort of NAV of this product, its current design. All these NAVs are published fully from on-chain, so those they cannot be tampered with. There is no lag, so you always know exactly what value you're seeing is exactly what the underlying assets reflect, which is very different from how TradFi NAVs are published. Okay, so here, for example, this Aarna ATV vault, you can look at last 30 days. It's been down by almost 5%. It's a longer term product, so there will be drawdowns over a period of time. Last 7 days, it's been up by 8%. And the max period, which I think it's been live around 4.5 months, it's up by 76%.
okay.
So okay, so that's sort of how a 808 has been. You can see all the positions on the mobile app, how this product is designed, what's the composability of this. For example, all the swaps are taking place on through Uniswap DEX or 1inch. The 808 contracts talk to 1inch and Uniswap V3 contracts. This is audited by Failsafe and Certic. Um, since April 16th was the sort of inception, and this is the current portfolio. So there's ENA, Wrapped Ether, Chainlink, Uniswap, Aave, Ondo, Wrapped BTC, Maker, Compound, and Wrapped on Coin. So all the entire portfolio is sort of visible. The risk rating of this product, and the ATV time lock and staking program. So users who've already deployed, and this is a very important part of how we're building early TVL on Aarna. So all early deployers of capital, LPs to all of Aarna's tokenized vaults have the option to soft lock their deposits for a longer time, 3-6 months, and be able to earn ASRT or aarnâ Staking Rewards Token. The aarnâ Staking Rewards Token program, ASRT program, is designed in a fair launch uh, framework where ASRT holders will have access to the aarnâ token. They can convert that to the aarnâ token at our TGE at the same valuation as our seed round valuation, seed round investors of last year, which was at 40 million FDV. So it's a great way to ensure a fair launch design so that all the early deployers of capital to TVL, contributors of TVL to aarnâ, also have access to the aarnâ token through this program, apart from the native yields that will be generated on the vaults. And they have access to in a fair launch design at the same valuation as the seed rounds of last year. Okay, so that's how the ATV structure product. So anyway, so this is how the features of this product are laid out. The portfolio, everything is sort of coming from on-chain data, and one can easily transact from here. So now if I go back from here and I want to explore all the other vaults that are existing. So here we are, TVL just about reaching a million now. And yeah, and we're targeting to get bootstrap 10 million TVL very, very quickly. And the ASRD program is designed to reward the first 10 million depositors and LPs and incentivize them for longer term alignment of aarnâ. So there's significant allocation of the aarnâ token from a token design perspective we've made to the TVL as well. But going back to the app, all the vaults are listed here, the current yields are listed, and one can explore and directly deploy from here as well. Our also some of the our ATV USDC, which I kind of talk about now, is listed on Pendle. ATV USDC is currently generating a yield of 18%, and that includes native USDC plus ASRT yield. And this again is on multiple chains, and the Ethereum one is composable with our Aave Maker and sorry, Aave Compound and Pendle. So ATV USDC can be deposited on Pendle, and are currently the fixed yields on Pendle for PT ATV USDC are one of the highest, and LPs can access that fixed yield on Pendle for ATV USDC as such. Okay. So this is how it is. So currently the best yields are coming from Compound. So the vault automatically looks at the best yield in multiple pools on Aave Compound and keeps switching them. So they're all on Compound. You can take a look at it. All the risk rating of this product is here. The features are out here. And let's say I wanted to transact and deploy. So click transact. And now I can directly deploy at the prevailing NAV, which is 101.93. I select how much USDC I obviously need to have in this wallet, and then you can directly transact and deposit from here from the mobile and approving the transaction from your wallet. So that's how the flow of the first pages of the aarnâ app. Okay, any questions on this? Anything you guys want to explore on this front page itself?
Well, how easy is that, right? How many clicks did you have to get into ATV USDC? Like, it's very easy. You connect. Once you are in, you are in. You click. You are joining the vault. That's it.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
absolutely.
the thing that I
Heck,
get a lot when talking about Aarna is the risk profile. It's the full stack risk profile, because sometimes you want to have a little bit more capital into the low risk end because of the moment of the market. Sometimes you're feeling a little bit more riskier and you want to make bigger moves. Then you have strategies for that. um, can you explain, that's something that people are new for the aarnâ ecosystem. They're just getting to understand. They don't get sometimes the series, the ATV series. So I really like the way that we put in. So can you tap into why is ATV 100 series and then 800 series and so on?
Yeah, so we have three series, as you said. Yeah, maybe I should switch out of the mobile screen quickly and then come back to it. Give me a second. All right. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, we can.
The
Website.
website. Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, ATV stands for aarnâ tokenized vaults. Okay, it's not all-terrain vehicles, but you can, now
Mhm.
that we think of it, you can look at ATV vaults like the all-terrain vehicles for navigating DeFi. Okay, so
Mhm.
this is your like your vault, your vehicle, which is sort of robust, is designed to navigate complex terrain of DeFi, and you can get on the ATV and access different terrains in DeFi. So what's the first terrain that we're talking about? It's about yield aggregation. Okay, so ATV 100 series is about yield aggregation. So we have ATV 111 over there, which optimizes yield, and it's a ERC20 structure. ATV USDC is the ERC 4626 wrapper on ATV 111, and that's the composable vault which has gone live, for example, on Pendle, which will also be going live on leverage markets like Euler and Morpho soon as well. And essentially 100 series is all about yield. Okay, so yield is as we know, is a very vital part of the DeFi ecosystem. Multiple vaults exist in the yield space. Our objective is, how do we have a yield vault which optimizes yield, is completely simple to access, and has a composable structure as well, which makes it makes wraps in a sort of reward mechanism for early deployers to have access to other reward incentivization tokens as well, plus have composability on other platforms as well. Okay, so that's how ATV or 100 is. 800 series is our AI quant series, more longer term alpha products. How, they can be higher drawdowns. There will be higher drawdowns in this product. We have 802 and 808, two structured products that we have in this space. 802, and off late has been sort of has been performing well and catching up. 802 is a more momentum driven sort of strategy. Our AI deep learning framework predicts 5 tokens, and bases the model recommendations, the tokens are exited at targeted returns, which are all dynamic depending upon the market. So essentially 800 series is all about that, AI quant. And then our 400 series, which has not gone live yet, it's the index products. Index assets are huge, like in TradFi, and we are launching an on-chain index on Arbitrum, and this on-chain index will be rebalanced every monthly or a quarterly cycle by our Alpha 37 model as well. So this is going live as well. So essentially, that's the nomenclature for our different ATV vaults. Okay.
Which is pretty intuitive when you think about it, because if you want to go riskier but maybe have a high reward, you go for high numbers. If we're going a little bit more conservative, yield focused, then you go for the 100 series. Or maybe if we're in the middle of the spectrum, you go to the 400 series, and then you just have exposure to crypto as a whole. So
Yeah.
you can balance out that way, I think.
Yeah. Hey, is my screen showing?
Not yet. let me go back. Yeah, now it is.
Okay. Um, all right. So going back to the mobile app, we saw the first screen. This is about sort of obviously looking at how you participate in ATV vaults, how deploying capital, managing there, managing positions and pendle via that, looking out of the vaults. However, the objective is that this is the Arnold app is not just the app for accessing aarnâ and ATV vaults, but you essentially manage your entire DeFi and crypto lifecycle through here as well. So when you go to the sort of the whole portfolio management side of it, we have an intelligent DeFi matrix. As you can see, there are all major forms are listed. For example, vaults, rewards, yield, lending, and major platforms are also listed depending upon your existing um, depending upon the existing positions on multiple on the top DeFi protocols. Everything is shown on one matrix, and we have, if you go to we don't have it live on the mobile app, but on our web app, we have an algorithm running which picks up the best ROI or yield options from different vaults, and users can directly identify those from this DeFi matrix. They are highlighted by the algo, and they can click through and go and deploy on those platforms as well. So essentially, aarnâ app is not just about ATV structured vaults, but also allows access to manage positions across all other DeFi, major DeFi platforms as well. We're not, it's on and focusing on all the major ones. Okay. And you can sort of look at your positions across your assets, look at, how your current holdings are. You can connect multiple wallets as well to this, and you analyze your chain distribution, look at how your assets are, which are your top, what's the distribution of the assets, what's which protocols, what positions are there currently, and your any collectibles
Mhm.
that you might have, NFTs and stuff. So everything is sort of aggregated over here, and you could manage your entire DeFi lifecycle, most of your entire DeFi lifecycle through this app as well. And moving on from there, we have the transactions tab, and this is where all the major transactions can be initiated and completed from. So you can sort of do obviously send and receive tokens from here. You can deploy directly, as I was showing, USDC into the vault, so you can withdraw from here. So everything is possible on the app directly, and then there's a whole set of settings, including biometric access, changing your whatever your base currency is. Everything is sort of possible on the mobile app directly, as you can see.
Awesome. And you can manage, you mentioned that you can manage other things in the Arna mobile app. You don't need to, yeah. And by the way, Shri, you are very bullish on Panda, right? uh Seems like that.
Sorry,
It's
what?
you are very bullish on Pendo.
Yeah, Pendle. Obviously sort of we've taken ATUSD Pendle. Pendle's been a sort of is a fantastic platform. It's something which is sort of financially deep. It needs to be sort of really understood how the Pendle platform is designed, how they have stripped principal from interest, how interest or yields are traded, how everything is impacting the pricing of the principal tokens, the yield tokens, and
Mhm.
how holders of each of these tokens and the LP tokens kind of generate yield. So it's very interesting how the Pendle is designed, and we work closely with the team. So yes, sort of bullish on it. We are looking at ATV USDC. Obviously, has been very consistent in terms of the high fixed APY is there. And though our liquidity or TVL on Pendle is still low, it's half a million or so. We are looking at building it quickly to 10 million, but it's fully designed, able to absorb now whale deposits of 50 100K, and the reward program, the yield program that's there is just fantastic. And if anyone's listening in, ATV USDC is fully whale ready, and you can deploy capital on Pendle ADV USDC directly and manage positions via the Arad app as well.
And that's one of the superpowers of DeFi that Arna is leveraging, right? Because you can have ATV USDC into Pendle, you can have ATV USDC into the app, and you can have your strategies, other strategies that are not ATVs, into the app as well, um, alongside with ATV. So you can this composability, this interop between different places and different environments. It's magical.
Yes, absolutely. And here you can see I was just clicking through, and you can see that you can directly from the pedal screen opens from within our app, and you can directly access ADV USDC and also other positions of other vaults that are existing, and transact from there on as well.
Awesome. And Shri, I don't know if we should announce that yet, but let me. If not, we'll make a suspense and people will will be wondering what you're talking about. But we have a big AI component coming up to the app right soon.
Yes,
Can you talk?
we have a very interesting AI component. So in fact, as I said, Arna protocol is designed with three vectors. One is the tokenization platform. The other very important one is our AI deep learning framework called Alpha 37, and third is this abstracting all of this away into a very UX focused application. Now, as agentic frameworks have evolved, and we know that agents are only as good as the tools they have access to. So most of the agents are being are used, designed as wrappers on top of multiple LLMs, and they perform very important or very useful tasks for users. Um, what we realized is that we not only have obviously a conventional agentic framework which can be designed on that, but we also have the Alpha 37 model, which is a sort of a deep learning framework as a very important tool. And we've been designing an agentic framework which has access to not only the Alpha 37 model, the entire Arna repository, and tons of data, along with what it can sort of access through conventional sort of LLM layers. And this agent is going to be going live soon, and not announcing the name right now, but very interesting part. And all early participants in on the Arna platform can have access to the Aarna DeFi agent by using ASRT tokens, and the agent will essentially sort of can help guide users to achieve multiple tasks with ADV vaults.
Awesome, awesome. I think we're teasing everyone here at, at this point. So yeah, we will not reveal the name yet, and the name is pretty cool, by the way. But that's let's keep that for later. But yeah, we hope that we have a very good, I'll say, experience on that side as well. And as you mentioned, Shri, we had in the past this agentic, I would say, wave, but the tools they weren't there yet, and the agents weren't good in the market. And right now we are building up very carefully and a very well done and tied up model that will be very helpful for your financial life. So that's a very interesting way
Yeah.
to put it.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I'm careful using the word AI. It's AI is obviously a much abused word, so uh, everybody talks about sort of AI in with everything.
Yeah,
So we've been working on this for over 3 years. As you know, the actual Alpha 37 model, the featureization of multiple data sets, including blockchain transactions, technical indicators, social sentiment, designed multiple models, ran hundreds of experiments, done all of this, and with a sort of with a small resource constrained team. It's not like we have a huge team and huge resources. So we've really done the sort of the hard work to really understand this at a very deep level, and we have fantastic data science team who really understand DeFi and um, uh, exactly how a model framework can be designed, and what are the sort of hand engineered features that need to go into the training of the model. And all this work has been done over 3 years, and this work now not only is being used for our AI quant structured vaults, but is also will be used for optimizing yield on our yield tokenized vaults. Plus, we'll have this whole agentic framework on top, which has access to the Alpha 37 model, and will be able to kind of use help users manage their entire ADV journeys as such. And I saw a question from the group if ASRT will be useful even after TGE. So ASRT, all ASRT will convert to aarnâ tokens. So ultimately, the aarnâ tokens will be, which will, once the TGE happens, later on in the year, well, then users can use the aarnâ token itself to interact with the DeFi agent, and that becomes the main sort of there is the protocol token. ASRT, as we all know, is kind of a shadow token and part of the ASRT program, and each of the ASRT tokens converts to 2.5 aarnâ tokens. Which is that whole fair launch design, giving access to ASRT holders to aarnâ tokens at the seed round valuation. Okay.
awesome. I saw that question. I would to point out ASRTs. We are using SRT as a fair launch design, as Shri mentioned, to incentivize uh, TVL, early TVL, that we are in this phase of early TVL, and as well the community side. So here is my window to talk a little bit about community. So if you have any questions and feedbacks about the mobile app, we would appreciate for you to come up and talk with us in the community side. So the team is there available for you to talk with us and comment on your feedbacks. Will be very useful. And I'm glad that the chat is very excited as well. Um, and at the same time, we have the Vanguard program, which is a program that you can engage and you can earn as well ASRT for engaging, contributing to the community. So you can contribute in different forms and shapes. Education is a big one, and we hope to see you in the Vanguard program as well. Um, Before we wrap up, Shri and Pratik, do you want to have any final thoughts before we close out the live stream?
Yeah, let's check out with our intern. Intern's been sort of interacting with a lot of users on the chat I'm seeing. So, anything you want to share?
Actually, there was an interesting question being brought up by one of the guys in the chat. What does it mean that ASRT will be useful even after TJA?
Yeah, I just answered that
Oh, wait,
question right now. Okay.
that's weird.
Awesome.
I've been having a spotty connection, which is why I didn't leave that time. I actually had a popcorn, so it's a bit spotty for me right now. My bad.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there's a question that you answered about customer care. If you want to take that one.
yeah, absolutely. Right now, the best way to have any to get the best resolution to your problems is join the Discord, raise a support ticket, and tag one of the moderators. And the devs are also on the chat itself, so we'll come and directly be able to help you there. So you have that one-on-one support from the team too.
Awesome.
And on the topic of what Victor said, I want to go back to that. I'll drop a link in the chat for people who are interested to join the Vanguard program. So yeah, looking forward to see you guys there.
Awesome. And that's it. Tree, do you have any final thoughts?
No, yeah, sort of really excited with the new aarnâ app, and also really excited with ATV USDC on Pendle. So looking at sort of your users depositing from any quantums, the minimum deposit is $100. But so users can start with that, and we're also looking at whales coming in with anything from 50 to 100 sizing, which is what the vault is sort of ready and designed for right now. And then clearly looking at building up the TVL out here. And this app, I think everybody's going to love it. And at the same time, we always remain open to feedback and to improve it. So please, download it, use it, and then give your feedback to us on our Discord or Telegram as well.
Awesome. Great. You heard it. So, for everyone that is watching this, it's an opportunity to join a brand new app, a new experience, a new way to experience DeFi. We are coming here to build something that is to mass adoption. As we mentioned, we are ready to onboard the next billion people into DeFi, into the on chain rails, I would say, and it needs to be very very good, and that's what we're striving for. Download the app, experience for yourself, let me know your thoughts. I'm sure you're gonna love it. uh, Thanks guys, thanks Tree, thanks Pratik for being here. It is a lovely night here in Florianopolis, Brazil, and I bet is very good in Singapore as well for Tree, and for Pratik as well in India. The good thing about our team is that it's pretty global. So good evening for the guys that are in the west, and good morning, good Friday for the ones that are in the east. Have a great one, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, bye.
Bye.